Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good day, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Paras Anugrah Ramadanisa. My student number is 113. I'm here with my partner. Her name is Nabila Parwi. Her student number is 233. We are from IPRAL batch 2019. Here we are going to present a discussing topic to support our final test score of Islamic Political Thought Study, which lectured by Mr. Surwandona. Next slide. So we're going to be talking about Islamic political thoughts in Indonesia from formalistic to substantive. Next slide. The first thing that will be discussed first is the relationship between religion and state. The issue of the relationship between religion and state in modern times is an important subject, which, although it has been debated by Islamic thinkers for almost a century ago, is still not completely resolved. This can be seen from the ongoing debate. This forward phenomenon could be due to the inevitability of a state concept in the social life of people in certain areas. A country is needed to organize social life together and to achieve the ideals of a society. Here, political authority has its urgency and someone must be represented in an institution called the state. Based on this reality, some Muslims feel the need to formulate a state concept. The sociologists of Islamic political theories formulated several theories about the relationship between religion and the state. These theories are broadly divided into three paradigms of thought, namely the integralistic paradigm, mutualistic paradigm, and secularistic paradigm. The first paradigm, which is integralistic paradigm, states that the relationship between religion and state cannot be separated. The assumption is upheld on the understanding that Islam is a perfect religion that has complete teachings in all segments of human life, including in the field of state practice. Therefore, Muslims are obliged to implement an Islamic political system as exemplified by the Prophet Muhammad and the four Khulafaur Rashidin. This view requires the state to carry out dual functions simultaneously, namely the functions of political and religious institutions. According to this paradigm, the administration of a government is not based on the sovereignty of the people but reversed to the divine sovereignty, because the one with the most essential sovereignty is God. This view has inspired the fundamentalism movement. The second paradigm holds that religion and state are symbiotically related. Between the two, there is a reciprocal relationship or mutual need. In this framework, religion needs the state because with the support of the state, religion can develop. On the other hand, the state needs religion because religion provides a set of values and ethics to guide the journey of statehood. This paradigm tries to get out of checklist of two opposing views, integralistic and secularistic. Furthermore, this paradigm gave birth to the modernism and neo-modernism movement. The third paradigm reflects a secularistic view. According to this paradigm, religion and state are two different entities, so they cannot be mutually linked. Islam is defined in the Western sense, which argues that the area of religion is limited to regulating the relationship between individuals and God, so that basing religion on Islam or attempts to make Islamic determination of a certain form of the state will always be denied. Next slide. Broadly speaking, there are two different spectrums of Islamic political thought. In the first spectrum, the assumption is that Islam must be the basis of the state, that Sharia must be accepted by the state constitution. Political sovereignty is in the hands of God. The idea of a nation state contradicts the concept of the Ummah, which knows no regional political boundaries. On another spectrum, it is argued that the term state cannot be found in the Quran. Opinions like this also acknowledge that the Quran contains ethical values and teachings regarding the social and political activities of Muslims. The Islamic State does not exist in the Quran and the Sunnah of the Prophet, but values and principles of state contained in Islamic teaching. Next slide.
Okay, next I will explain about Islamic formalism toward Islam substantive and seniority. In Indonesia is neither an Islamic state nor a secular state, but a religious state, in the sense that the state enables and assists its citizens to carry out their religious obligations. The statement above is very much in accordance with what is happening in this country, with the formation of government policy that are in line with the teaching of Islam. With this policy, the state has assisted its citizens in carrying out the obligations of the religious community. From this development of reality in the 1918 and 1990, there was a process of political relation between Islam and the state. The state began to show its friendly face toward Islam and was then willing to develop accommodation. The process of changing the face of political Islam in Indonesia from formalistic legalistic to substantial, a term that describes the process of changing the political ideology of Islam in Indonesia from desire to fight for Islamic formalism in the state structure or to make Islam the basis of the state to a substantial meaning of Islamic value in relation to the state. In this context, Islam is no longer seen in its symbolic structure, but rather the spirit of value it carries in the context of the principles of rahmatan lil alamin. For example, the value of justice or al-adl, equality or al-musawa, and and deliberation or shura to be developed in the system of state life. What is wanted to be realized is not idealism about the establishment of an Islamic state or the establishment of an Islamic ideology, but a just and prosperous society. Islam in this context is seen as congruent with the construct of the national unitary state of Indonesia. There is no need for legalism between Islam and the state, as long as the state both ideological and politically operates on a value system that does not contradict Islamic teaching and values. The acceptance of the construct of the national unity of the Indonesian state is also directly influenced by several other important factors. This, this includes the fact that first, the state guarantees freedom for Muslims to apply their religious teaching. The second, the majority of Indonesian population is Muslim. And the last, the state constitution does not contradict Islam teachings. In fact, to a certain degree, it reflects the substance of Islamic principles. And the last is conclusion. The conclusion the conclusion is Islam as a religion does not determine a specific system of government for Muslims. Based on this opinion, it is include the symbiotic flow. In this symbiotic So some Muslims argue that Islam has not found a standard pattern of state theory that the Ummah must carry out. According to this school, even the term state cannot be found in the Quran. Indonesia is neither a theocracy or religious state nor a secular state. It only shows the importance of the state's obligation to accommodate the interests of Muslims. In general, the relationship between religion and state in Indonesia can be classified into two parts, namely an antagonistic relationship and an accommodative relationship. Indonesia is neither an Islamic state nor a secular state, but a religious state, in the sense that the state enables and assists its citizens to carry out their religious obligations. Okay, that would be all from us. I hope we all can learn from today's presentation. Thank you for the attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.